Hello guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening guys, wherever you are just watching this video, amazing video from. It depends with the time and the period and the season when you are just watching this video. I'm just struggling to do this work because of this, guys. I was not expecting this to happen, but it's for real. I'm just going to show you some of the birds which are here, guys. They are just struggling to do such things, guys. They have run away. Sha! Haya! Guys, it's something with its baby. Here I'm already on work, where I'm just coming from the garden. Now I'm just coming to burn some of the charcoals in order to restrain me in my daily basis, where I'm just going to get some of the food to eat. Even when I'm just going to sell this charcoal, I'm just going to get some a little amount of money. I'm just having here my friend is here, whom I'm just working with, and around here. And this is the charcoal that we have already been burned. We have already been arranged. We have not burned. We are in a process of just coming here to burn. And these are some of the trees of which they have been fallen down because of heavy rain and other things that they have just come with some of the winds. You see the way we have just arranged this. This is how the charcoal burning is just being arranged in a process that we are just continuing. And the other charcoal we have already burned. Let me show you. This is the charcoal we have already burned. You can see some of the moist coming out here. You're gonna see some of the moisture is just coming out from here. They have already been burned. Showing this way, coming at this hole, you do like this because the charcoal have already been burned here. Now it's like tomorrow we'll be just removing some of the charcoal here so that we can sell it, buy some of the food and the other things. And these are some of the firewoods that they have just remained here, down here, as you're gonna be able to see. After this charcoal, some of the trees they have not been burned, we'll just come back and arrange once again in order for them to burn all, so that we can get a lot of charcoal, like 6 to 7 sacks, where we are just going to use them to sell, buy, use them even to cook some of the food, minus using some of the firewoods, using some of the jikos. You know, it doesn't have modern jikos. We use jikos, use some of the lamps which are to light in the house. And here I'm already beginning my channel like this, guys. In between this one, which we are just arranging here, and the other one, we have already another one which have already been arranged on the other side. Let us go and see, guys. These are some of the bees. They have already been putting some of the honey. When you reach in between there, the bees gonna hatch you, and then you're gonna be filled with some of the things and your where they have just pinched you. Guys, you're gonna see the way we have just been also arranged this other side. Also the moisture is just coming out from this place. You're gonna see, guys. You know, after we have just arranged the way we have just arranged the other side there, and then we put some of the soil on top of it, and then we light it from one place. After all, we are just coming to see until when it has just been put some of the holes somewhere where you have just put some of the soil. When it has just been burned, you know, it's depressed itself down. After it has just depressed itself down, and then we are just coming to add some of the soil until it burns all. And then after it has burned, you will never be able to see some of the moisture. As long as you are just seeing the moisture, it has not burned, guys. And then you're gonna see here in Africa here, the way we are just doing. This is a napier grass. This napier grass is just being used for cows, where it's just being enticed to do when there is no, some of the grasses like sun has already been dried up. We are just going to use some of the napier grass in order to upkeep them for 2 months, 3 months, and then it rains, and then it helps us to to struggle to do some of the things like other things, jobs like burning some of the charcoals while there still cows are still eating some of the napier grass. These are some of the boundaries, the way they are just planting sisal according to the boundaries here in Africa. This it shows this is the garden of another person, and this is the garden of another person. They are just trying to plow. These are some of the maize which they have just been planting here. They are just trying to. We're gonna see some of the people far away, guys. We're gonna not see them well, but they're trying to dig out some of the weeds, guys. Here, let me show you. This is the road passing around here to the trees, inside the trees, guys. This is the place where I have just come from, and this is there is a weaver bird trying to seize on how it can just eat some of the chicks, small chicks, guys. I really have a lot of struggle to go. I really have a lot of problem to go, guys. You see, this is the road coming from the other side, and this is some of the trees which have just been planted some of the days ago. But for real sense, when you're gonna see, these are some of the trees, guys. You're gonna see they have been shooting very well, guys. You're gonna see, guys, this kind of a tree. They have been shooting very well, but some of the cows, you're gonna see going down way. I've just been planting some of the trees. But after all, I've just come back at my home, guys. I found some of the trees that have just been eaten with some of the cows. Some of the trees are not around there. Some of the people that have just been pruned out my trees. And then I said, oh my God, God will just protect me where I can. If God has just uplifted me from down until the place where I have just come from, let God guide me and protect me. As I was just seeing as I am Marwa, the way he is just doing, the way he's just struggling, even he gives me some of the morality to do some of the work and other entire things unto my village, guys. I'm just trying to do my best in order to get the good air condition, and in order for me not to be telling some of the people assist me some of the trees to cut out. You know, when I plant some of the trees on my own, I'm gonna be cutting the trees the way I need on my own, guys. You see, after some few days I'm gonna be coming to dig on them out, to remove some of the weeds, to put some of the manure inside here so that they gonna be growing well. And this is a pit. It was just a toilet of outside. We were just, after we have just dug it out, there's some of them, we lacked some amount of money in order for us to make this toilet. After all, we made it a pit. But I'm just thinking of when I will be just getting some amount of money, I'm gonna be building my house around here, around my home here, so that we're gonna remove this dust inside here, and I will make it as maybe a manhole or a sewage inside here, so that they're gonna be using the toilet of inside and bringing out. But because of lack of money, we just struggle in order for not things to fall inside here. We just throw dust inside until it has just been filled. It was around 20 meters down. And these are some of our cows. These are some of our cows, the dairy cows here. This is a calf of a cow. You know, the young one of a cow is just being called a calf. And this is the mother of this one, of this calf here. And this is the bull. You know, here the bulls are not as tall as the Maasai ones, you know. This is another calf here. The mother is there. You imagine, guys, the black cow there having a black calf, and then here it doesn't know the brownish color having the reddish color here. And this is the bull. This bull, his mother is there, There where we have just come with the cow, with the whitish and the blackish. You know, at times the black one, it shows how African it looks like, and the white one, it shows how peacefully it is. You see here, this is another calf which we have just struggled to burn some of the charcoal, and then we have bought it, guys. You see, you're gonna see, guys. And these are some of the goats. This is another goat here. This goat, his siblings are here, guys. There are two. And this one, we bought it because to show its peace, how peaceful our place it is, guys. When we see this goat here, we're gonna be seeing how peaceful in Africa and our family, how peaceful they are, guys. This is a dog, my dog, guys. This is my dog's running away. See, it has just been injured. It's just fearing, guys. It's just running away, and we have to struggle with it, guys. See, guys, it's just running away. It has just been injured by another dog. It has just been really injured by another dog. And this is the view of my home, guys. This is the view of my home, where I'm just coming from with my parents, where we are just struggling to work hard at times. Let me give you a certain story, guys. Guys, when I have just come back from school, I had just been lived for my parents to plant for me some of the trees, guys. You see, these are some of the trees which I have just left for my parents to plant for me, but I've just come out. I have not found the trees here, guys. You see, my parents also planted here another tree. I have not found it, guys. Also planted this tree here. When I came out, I was really shocked. You know, I can't tell my parents do this, do this. At times we give out respect and other things, guys. I found this tree has already been eaten with some of the cows. I was phone calling my parents. Are my trees okay? Yes, trees are there. After I have just came out from school, I have just struggled to find out my traveling money so that I'm gonna be enriched back at my home. I had not found anything, guys. See the trees, the good tree here. See, guys. See, guys. You gonna see? It's not there. Not around the trees. Only 10 trees that I've just only shown you. I've just bought over 1,000 trees around here, but none of the trees are here, guys. You gonna see? But still, we do appreciate for everything. It has reached at a point where my parents has just been sold this tree. There's another tree down there which they have already been sold down there. The two trees and the other trees in front of me where I'm just going. Let me show you, guys. I've told you this is how we are just generating some of the cycles according to the departing two peoples around here. And the other, this shows this our land here. This shows is another man's land where he has just planted some of the good cassavas, but they are not doing well, guys. You're gonna see because of the way the soil it is here. These are some of the cassavas, guys. They are not doing well. Unexpected back at my home, guys. This is the napier grass around here. You're gonna see. I'm just going to give you a short story, guys. A very, very short story, but it's a shocking story that I'm just going to tell you. Back around here, you know, for me to struggle burning some of the charcoal in order to make my parents to sustain them, it's not easy, guys. These are some of the plantation. This is another sisal, which it separates between this guy and this guy here. You see? Oh my living God. You see the trees that I'm just telling you, this is the sawdust that it is around here. This is the sawdust that is around here. This is a tree here. You're gonna see, guys, it has just been cutted. It was yesterday It was yesterday, guys, where the trees they have just been cutted off. Gonna see. These are some of the trees. Now there are 4 trees which they have just been cut off. In order for us to buy some of the maize food to eat, yes, we go to the garden to work out there, but the results that are coming from there, because we doesn't have some of the CN, some of the RPR, some of the in order to upgrade the maize. Imagine my parents selling some of the trees. Two, these trees only 1,000, and they were big trees having some of the timbers from there. But I was shocked. My parents one was just selling. He did not tell us that he's just selling some of the trees, and we only kept quiet because of the things that are just going on. I was only here with my friend around here. We have just gone to burn some of the charcoal. You see, the things that is just struggling to take in order to go and cover some of the trees that we are arranging yesterday. After all, imagine my parents have reached at a point where he is just in need of just imagine selling of the land. But I have just said my parents will never be selling of the land, because let us struggle with the life which we are just struggling at this moment. Maybe one day, one time, God will just open the doors, and then we will just be in our progress where we are just supposed to be. And I'm assuring you, guys, these are the things of the lifestyle that we are just passing through. As a man, I have to be strong and strong and strong, so that I'm gonna be doing some of the things actually, guys. Let me show you. You're gonna see the guy here is just collecting some of the things that have just been cut from the trees, so that we're gonna be go and cover some of the charcoal. Let us see the way we are just working, guys. We're just going to the charcoal where we are just burning, guys. See, this is the way we are struggling, guys, here in Africa. You're gonna see, guys, the way we are just struggling to do some of the work. Total. See, this is the way we are just struggling in order we can sustain our parents back at our homes with food, in order for us not to sell the land, guys. I doesn't how I can just make it to secure the land from my parents not to be selling. The only little amount of money that I'm just getting from here, I'm just giving my parents out so that they can be able to upkeep with food, anything. I'm just trying to do the best, guys. You're gonna see the way we are just rotating here, guys, with our daily job, guys. This morning, after we have just came from the garden, you see, like now, after here, I'm just going to at least to tie to our bulls and the cows, in order they can just graze, in order the goats they can graze. And not all of them they are ours, some of them are for other people, guys. You're gonna see the way we are just passing inside the trees, guys. You see, and this is how we are just working. We came and left others here, and then we are just coming to follow them. You see, guys, we are reaching where we are just going from the other part side, guys. We are just struggling to make our parents to be happy like other people, guys. You see, we have just enriched where we are just going, guys. I've just put it down. You see, guys, this is how we are just struggling, guys. You are just struggling on how to cover these ones. You see, this is the working clothes which we have here. You know, you can't be able to wear some of the good clothes, and yet they are not there. We are just trying to wear some of the working clothes, when even someone has just coming to see you is just seeing you when you are just in our working clothes, guys. Please subscribe onto my channel, like, share and comment if you haven't been subscribed onto my channel. Please behold me where you can, attach me where you can, reach me to 1,000 subscribers, reach me to 4,000 watching hours, guys. I'm just urging you, continue watching me wherever you are just watching me. Let me have good comments onto my channel. Even positive comments, I just accept them and we just go with them as usual as we can, guys. We are just going to take this so that we can be able to light the charcoal burning, guys. Let me show you. For sure, guys, we are just going to work where we can. You're gonna see, guys, the way we are just working inside the forest, guys, so that we can burn the charcoal, so that we can be able to use our daily basis back at our home, guys. You see? Wow. I'm just coming live onto you so that it cannot be shocked off that I'm just forging. I'm not forging, it's really, we are just doing it in a real sense. And this is how I'm just struggling with my life, with my brother here. You're gonna see on how we are just working onto our respective places, guys. We just struggle where we can, so that we can make our daily basis to be as good as they can, guys. Wow. Guys, I hope today we're gonna finish putting some of the soil inside here, guys. You see the way we are just arranging, guys, here. Oh my living God. Gonna see on how we are just arranging these things here with our brother, guys. We are struggling for independence back our life, not for the government but for our life and today and tomorrow, guys, so that everything gonna be okay, guys. You see the way we have just arranged the charcoal. After all, after we have just put in like this, we are just going to put on top of it soil, guys, and then we're gonna be lighting it and everything the way it's gonna be. Actually, guys, it's not because of ourselves, it's because of just searching on what of today we are just going to eat, guys. When we just get time, maybe one time we're gonna be building good houses, we're gonna be living good style. People come from here the way we are just starting. People, no one goes nothing goes around which gonna not be answered by our God's creature, guys. You see, the struggle of our hand is the struggle of our life and today and tomorrow, guys. Gonna see, guys. Actually, guys, I'm in my daily basis. I've already been calmed here. You're gonna see the bull now, they are now grazing just around here, guys. Gonna see, guys, I've just brought them to graze, and this is not our land, this is another person's land where we are just come to put them to graze because they are not plowing out, guys. You see the way they are just struggling to graze here. This our dairy cow is just grazing around here, and these are some of the boundaries where you're gonna see the way in Africa they are just doing here. These are the boundaries, and this maize, some of the cows came here and then they ate on them. You're gonna see, guys, how we are just struggling to plant some of the maize inside here. And when you're gonna be able to see around here, the maize, they have just been covered with a lot of water. My father has just done some of the, I don't know how I can say, in order for this water to pass through, the maize, they have already been covered with a lot of water. They will not never grow up because of the water that is around here. You're gonna see the maize are not healthy. They have tried to put some of the CN and NPK around. You see some of the maize that have just grown up, but where water it is, it does not bring any cures, anything, any change, guys, because of resistance of water, you know. Some of the ureas, they have already gone, and other things, guys. You see, my father has just planted a sugarcane plantation around here. It has just been shooted very well. In order for her, when he comes inside here, you're gonna even eat some of the sugar. But people around here, they doesn't want to see any kind of the sugarcane plantation have just been planted, and some of the people, they are just trying to uplift and run away to come and eat some of the sugar here, guys. This is the kind of the problem that we are just facing around here. You see, around here also, my father has just already been planted some of the arrowroot. These are some of the arrowroots. These are leaves of the arrowroots. You see, these arrowroots, they assist us when you have pressure, you have sugar, this sickness of sugar, pressure. When we eat these arrowroots, they also resist us from many other things, guys. They also pull it down in order for it to not to harm you the way it harms you each and every day. Around here, this fence, it shows on how someone has just been covered this place, has just bought this place around here for the other side. And then we have just tried to, this land, my father is not for her, has just borrowed from another person to come and plant some of the maize inside here. But the maize, they're not doing good, and my dad has just used a lot of money, and I alone, when my dad is just here, I'm just struggling to find out on what we can eat just in the evening and the rest of the days. Like now, after here, I'm just going to the charcoal in order for me to make it run. I'm just going to, I have just left my brother there, my brother to my uncle, where he is just covering the charcoal, which we have already arranged. But I'm just going to return back there, guys. You see, when someone has just bought the land like this one here, and then he has just left it inside here, he covers with the fence so that he will not, either this guy not to go inside or outside, guys. You see, and in between the fence here, you're gonna see some of the trees inside here, the way they have just been shooting out. You're gonna see some of the good trees inside along here. You're gonna see this water here. You're gonna see another tree here is here, guys. The tree is here. You're gonna see there's another tree here which is here. Alongside this is the river bank where alongside here, this is the river bank where water is just passing on through. It just separates between the other people on the other side and this side of these other people. You know, there are different cultures here. We have Lugos, we have Koreans, we have even Luyas, you know. That's why you have just been separated with some of the rivers, so some of the people, they're gonna know where their land is just reaching on this place. And inside the river bank here, they also remove some of the sand. These are some of the sand which they are just being removed in here in the river bank, guys. Gonna see, these are some of the sand. gonna see, guys, where we are just going. There's some of the stones which they have just been written some of the words here. Let us go and see on what they have just been written here. What has just been written here. This is the riverbank which I'm just trying to tell you. This is the source of water where it's just coming from, and it's just flowing downwards. Gonna see, guys. This guy has just written something here, and to this stone has just written hakuna kuoga hapa. Hakuna, see, just hakuna kuoga hapa. The guy also came here. This has just written in Kiswahili. Here has just came and just written here, no betting here, guys. No betting here. The guy has just written, no betting here. This is the lifestyle that we are just living in Africa. Imagine, guys, someone writing something just in the riverbank here, guys, that no betting here. Even where some of the children, some of the people do not have some of the holes to fetch water inside there, but it's just writing that no one is supposed to come and bet here. The guy whom has just bought the land inside here, guys. Imagine coming and writing here. Some of the people, they will be just washing some of the clothes. Imagine the problems that we are just facing on to this place. And this is the bench where we are just coming to settle in order for us to storytell and other things, guys. Imagine today's video gonna be long because I have never been come on to this place, guys. You just bear with me and today and tomorrow, guys, but I'm gonna be doing some of the good videos and to you, showing you live on what is just coming on to this place. You're gonna be coming here to settle back to the river in order to make your mind to be as fresh as it can, because of the trees coming with good air and other things, guys. I had not been expecting on what to be done, but you're gonna see just here in the river, some of the bananas are not making as good as they can, guys. We were just expecting bananas to do here good. We were trying with this. The guy was just trying with one, but it has not been made as it was just expected, guys. You see, I'm still walking around the riverbank, guys. I'm still walking to the riverbank here, guys. You're gonna see I'm passing through the napier grass where it has just been planted for a while so that it can resist for the cows, guys. Imagine, guys, I'm rushing because I've just left my brother there, continuing to do some of the things to cover the charcoal, guys. See, this is the riverbank here. You see, guys, this is the riverbank still passing through this place here. You see, I'm still in the riverbank, showing you where people, the way the activities that are just being done each and every day. See, this is where at the place where people, they are just being using to bathe around here. You see, guys, this is the riverbank where we're just passing through. These are some of the other cows or some of the neighbors there. They are just in the garden, just trying to dig out. You see, this land here, which have just been fenced, is for Ayamaras. Where Ayamara has just been bought. You see, guys, up there, guys. Although I will not reach there because I'm just rushing with some of my videos. Go and do something else, guys. Maybe we're gonna meet for another day. This is the land to Ayamaras. Ayamara. This is the riverbank, guys. You see the way it's just flowing. Very meticulous, guys. Guys, the place around here is very swampy. The place around here is swampy. Here, guys. That's why at this field here, that's why you're gonna see our our dairy cows, they can't be able to graze here because of water, which is just around here. See our neighbor's maize, guys. Around this season, see our neighbor's maize. I'm praying so that I'm gonna have something to buy for my parents' maize to eat, not to sell the land, guys. Gonna show you where my parents, they were in need of just selling the land, when I will just be continuing to do these videos, guys. You see my neighbor's maize, guys. You see, my neighbor here is having a lot of some of the money, which he buys some of the CN resisting other things, guys, inside here. Maybe when I'm gonna get a land to buy, to take and plant some of the maize, some of the food to my parents, it's gonna be very, very good, guys. But one day, one time, how I wish I gonna make it and resist on my parents' food and assist other peoples in the entire village, guys. You see, guys, these are some of the cassavas which they have already been planted. They are already now digging it out here in Africa. Now we are just trying on how to resist on hunger inside here, but everything gonna be okay as usual as it can, guys. You're gonna see, after all you have just been planted, we are just covering this place with these things here, as you're gonna be able to see around here. We have to put some of the good fences so that if some of our dairy cows, they not gonna go on the other side. And these are some of the good maize, guys. These are maize, you see, of our neighbors. How am I going to do to assist my parents, guys? You see, these are good napier grass which is here, guys. Wow. Oh my living God. You gonna see? On the other side here, the cassavas, they have just been planted. They are too young. You gonna not see. These are some of the leaves of these cassavas. After 9 months, they will already be matured here. You're gonna see, guys, the way they have just been planted around here through lines, guys. You see, it's a big land where they have just been planted, but soil erosion is just taking place around this place. Gonna see, these are some of the maize coverage here, and the maize they have just been planted even inside here, where my parents also, they have just been planted here some of the maize. And this is the garden where my parents, they have already mixed, because the place is too short, where they have just taken and given out some little amount of money. You're gonna see, they're mixing maize and cassavas. You see how this lifestyle we are just living onto this place, guys. Let us continue vlogging onto this place. This is our goat here. They're just grazing around this place. See, guys, I'm back at my home after grazing putting some of the cows to graze. And these are my young sisters and brothers here. You see them, guys? These are my young sisters and brothers. You see, this is my young sister here. Let me show you. These are my uncle's children. They have just come back at our home to play with my young sister here. And this also my uncle's child here. And this is my younger sister. She is the fifth one around back at our home, where we are just traveling with them, just playing with my uncle's children. Because when she remains on herself, he will not be eager, even he will not be happy. But when these children, they have just come upon here, he becomes happy. Okay, gonna see, guys, to my respective home. This on how my home looks like, guys. You see, here are some of the goats where they're just sleeping here. You're gonna see even some of the urine. Gonna see how my home looks like. gonna see, this is where some of the cows are just sleeping, while we are just taking this my mom's house, and this is my house here. And this is the wall that you have just passed through, and this is the toilet. At the same time is the bathroom, while we are just resisting onto. I'm just going back to the house. Around here, this is the septic, where water and also fishes are just coming inside here, guys. See, this only land that we offer at this, we only occur at this place, guys. And these are some of the remains of the bricks that we have just already done. We are done some years ago. We have already been restored them here, so that they can be rained on and become soft, so that we're gonna make another bricks here. Here we are just trying to make some of the field here with our brother here, so that we're gonna try to make another bricks, guys, which they're gonna be resisting us from hunger from our parents back here at our home. As you're gonna see, the way he is just doing this work is because of just only the way he is just searching for the living is only the way I am also searching for the living, guys. As you're gonna be able to see, maybe tomorrow I'm gonna show you on how the bricks they are just being done around here at our home. See some of the trees here, the way they are just shooting up in a meticulous way, so that at times when it reaches, we're gonna just put some of the timbers and other things. But my parents imagine selling some of the trees in order to buy some of the food to resist us today and tomorrow and the other day. After there, we doesn't know on what to eat. That's why I'm just struggling to make the charcoal, so that we're gonna buy in order we see if we're gonna reach for even a month, so that having that food, guys. Imagine, see on how the guy is just struggling to make it, guys. I know everything through God's presence, it will just make it. See, guys, I'm on the way through the forestic place, going to the charcoal, guys. I'm just going to the charcoal, guys. See, I'm just passing this, the routine of each and every day, which you are just passing through, guys. We see on how we are just going to struggle for the charcoal, guys. Here we are, guys. We are here. We have already been started putting some of the soil here, and the guy is just digging out. After all, here we are just struggling to put some of the soil on top of this. Gonna see, guys. Thank you guys for watching this video, amazing video, until to the end. Please just subscribe, like, share and comment if you haven't been subscribed. Please subscribe, right? Leave me for just a comment to read and see on what I'm gonna be doing each and every day, so that I can help my parents to just in the living of today and tomorrow, guys. Let us meet in the next video. Thank you for just watching this video.